What's up, guys? Joe Madden here for Picks and Parlays, coming at you with one of the biggest games on college football Saturday. It's a 7:30 Eastern matchup between Texas and Georgia. Now, this one should go out with a bang. I'm excited for both of these teams. Texas looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, getting the win in this game and in their next couple. While Georgia could afford one more loss, definitely don't want it because a loss here might mean that they're not going to get that bye in the playoffs. So let's break down this game. We are seeing this total opening at 47.5. It has climbed to 48.5 on some books out there, and I'm surprised that the movement has gone this way. Now, for Georgia, they are the favorite at home. You're looking at laying 6.5 originally with Georgia. Those numbers have come down. 5.5 and 6s are out there. So if you like Texas, looking for that +6 or straight up on the money line, if you're looking at that money line price, you guys, for the Texas Longhorns to get the win in this one, they're coming in right around that +185 mark on the majority of these books. So definitely shop those lines. Head on over to Odds Logic to do so. Let's get into this game and what we're expecting out of this one. I do think this total is too high. Shop for those 48.5s out there because I do think defense comes into play in this one. We're looking here at the Texas Longhorns preseason, the #1 team in the country. We know what happened. They went into that first game versus Ohio State. Buckeyes took the loss. They're 7-2 now on the season. Arch Manning, just as so much talk around him, he just didn't look as solid as we would have expected in that first handful of games. What we've seen out of Arch Manning, he's really been stepping up over the past couple of weeks. And this is a Texas team that looks like they've got hot at the right time. Now, they are coming into this game off of a bye, which is such a strong suit for them. Off of a bye, Arch Manning in those couple of weeks before has been solid. And since week 7, he has the 12th best passing grade in the country. He's had solid ball security. So looking at Arch, if he can continue to see the game right, we're going to have a game on our hands. Georgia with Gunnar Stockton. Gunnar Stockton, when he's not under pressure, has an adjusted pass completion of 81%. He's being fired when he's firing from a clean pocket. When that pressure comes on him, though, it's a different thing. So we're going to see if the defensive line can put that pressure on Stockton in this game. Now, if they're able to break through that offensive line there, Georgia's in for some trouble. He's been so consistent this year, though, and he's pushing that ball deeper down the field in a lot of these games. I think this one comes down to which quarterback can find some big plays and big moments. They will get the win. So before I break down more than just this total that I'm liking, let's look at a couple of things going on at Picks and Parlay so you can get the best packages that you're looking for from the handicapper of your choice. Head on over to Picks and Parlays for that Weekend Warrior package. This weekend, get every football play from your Picks and Parlays handicapper for Saturday and Sunday for just $49. As an added bonus, I'll also include those Monday plays at no extra cost. There's still time to grab the $7 best bet from your participating handicapper on Friday. Don't miss out on that as well. And then you've also got the rest of 2025 for the long-term package for just $8.30 a day. If you are liking more than football to bet, you definitely want to grab this package. So every single day, for $8.30 for the rest of 2025. You can't go wrong with the long-term packages out there, you guys. Let's get back into looking at this game. Now, if Georgia loses, like I said, they probably won't get that first round bye. And that will make a must-win in their game to end the season versus Georgia Tech. Last season, wasn't that the game that went 5 or 6 OT? So that is not a given for Georgia. We look at Georgia and they're so elite and explosive on the ground. This ground game is going to have to get its work in this game for Georgia to be able to get the win. Now, the defensive line has been solid against the run here for Texas. So we'll see if they're able to put that pressure on Stockton and then also shut down the run. That's going to be pivotal for the Texas Longhorns to be able to keep this within the number. I think it's also so crucial that we don't see Texas fall behind. If Texas falls behind in this one and we're seeing Arch Manning under pressure to throw those balls deeper than he would like, down the field into those tight pockets, I do think Texas is in for trouble because Arch Manning, when he's seeing this game right, like he has over the last couple, has been fire since week 7. And Arch Manning, when he's under that pressure, we've seen those mistakes this year. I don't want to see him fall behind in this game. I need him to take a solid lead and to be able to hold on to that lead, so we don't have the situation where he's pushed to move that ball is where he just doesn't like. So coming off a bye here, I do think Texas has a strong ability to have Arch Manning seeing this game right. Kirby Smart's defense doesn't pressure the quarterback a lot, so we should see Arch Manning coming from a clean pocket in this one. So hopefully he's able to get that rhythm with his wide receivers going out there, because while I would like to see Texas play a really balanced game, get that run game going, get the rhythm on the ground, this isn't a Texas team that I can trust to move the ball with their legs. I do think Arch Manning has to be the man in this game. Arch Manning has to come out and do what we've seen over the last few weeks of the season. He's been able to throw for 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception in back-to-back games. And that's what we're going to need to see him coming out of the bye in such a crucial game for the Texas Longhorns. The offensive line in front of him as well can allow those sacks. And like I said, the defense here of Georgia doesn't put that pressure on the quarterbacks. They've only had 11 sacks this season. But the defensive line here for Texas, talk about pressure that they're going to be putting on Gunnar Stockton. Texas's defense needs to win this game in the trenches. Their defensive line already has 31 sacks on the season. I talked about Gunnar Stockton with his adjusted completion percentage of 81. That's from a clean pocket. When he starts to get that pressure, you guys, that is where Gunnar Stockton is at his worst. I'm going to look here for Colin Simmons to be a game changer in this one for Texas. He's going to be able to come through that offensive line in front of Stockton and be able to get those sacks. He has 24 total tackles on the season, 6.5 sacks, 8 tackles for losses, and 2 forced fumbles, a forced fumble recovery, and a pass deflection in 5 SEC matchups. So look for the star edge rusher here, Colin Simmons, to be so impactful out here for Texas. And we need to see that O-line in front of Arch Manning be able to hold. I'm expecting this to happen, you guys. I would look at the possibility of this one going to overtime for me. I do think this is a tight field goal style win for one of these teams. I'd rather have the dog with the points in my pocket. I know Georgia is an elite team. They will bring everything they've got in this one, but I think Texas is hungry. It's going to be a big night under the lights in Athens on Saturday night. 7:30 Eastern, you guys. I got to roll with the Texas Longhorns plus the points. I will put a tiny sprinkle at plus 184 on that money line, but I do think the best bet of this one is to stay under that total. Give me the under 48.5. Again, I think this game comes down to which quarterback at the end of the day can make those big plays in crucial moments out there on the field when the defenses have those lapses. Look for Arch Manning to be the man in this game. Arch Manning to be able to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns, over 220.5 passing yards. I'm looking for him to quiet the naysayers out there like he has been doing over the last couple of weeks. But you guys, let me know what you're liking in this big game. So many playoff implications out there for both of these teams. Do you think that Georgia gets this win and cover at home? Or are you going to roll with me with Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns? Again, the #1 team going into the season. Can they get it done? Best in all of your bets, you guys. Hit that like button and hit the notification bell over here on YouTube so you do know when these videos drop. You don't want to miss out on any of the great content happening over here on Picks and Parlays. But you guys, you can follow me on all social media at Joe Madden Sports. Best in all of your bets. And until next time, you guys, stay hot and let's make some freaking money.